Hi there, and welcome to another 20-minute composing challenge on my part. This is the second 20 minutes I've done on this piece of music here. I'm going to do another 20 minutes, so I've done a whole hour on it, and then sort of see where we get to. The point in doing this, well, if you were on the last one, surely, is there anybody here that was watching the last one? Maybe, who knows? It's really because why? Well, it's because I suppose I have some experience of writing music. I've written about 500, just over 500, nearly 550 production music tracks that are currently with music production libraries, and I actually get airtime on TV in all sorts of strange places, from the UK to the United States to Japan and all over the place. So I can finish a track. And I hope that maybe by watching me probably struggle for 20 minutes or so, if you're at the similar stage to me or are sort of on the way up, building your experience, maybe you can glean something from me that is helpful. My aim is to pass on hints, tips, information, or just to pass on the fact that sometimes, even when you are writing music sort of full time, which is what I do, sometimes you really struggle and it's really hard work. So that can be a useful thing too. So here we go. This is the track. I haven't looked at it for 6 weeks or so. It must be. I can't actually remember what it sounds like. So let's have a listen to it first of all. But before we do that, let's set my timer. I always work with a timer. Just keeps me focused. We're going to do 20 minutes today. Here we go. Okay. Where we? So we've got the opening. It's this sort of, what is it? Sort of tensiony sort of track, isn't it? I suppose slightly spoofy tension. I don't like this. I'm trying to do some sort of second section here, aren't I? I think maybe that's where I left it. But what I did do is I've got this first section. I've got a little intro, this that repeats, then a little down section, and then I'm aiming for 2 minutes, which is sort of a fairly standard length for a production music track. So I've got 3 lots to fill, maybe 4, and I'm thinking that we need a little bit of contrast here, then probably a repeat of this and a little coda on the end will do the trick. I don't like this, it's in the wrong key. I'm going to get rid of that. So where did we go here? Should we start there maybe? Right. Well, you could easily go to the dominant and then back to we're in C. Let's see how we get on. Possibly. Let's try quantizing that. With a view. Yeah, where's this going to go? I don't know. Should get some harmony with that for a minute. Not sure. That cello spiccato, by the way, is really nice. What, I don't know what it is. Could be CSS. No, it's restrung. Okay, restrung sounds great. Very gritty, sort of in your face, raw recording sound, which I really, really like. Do we want some more piano? So we need some sort of accompaniment to go with that. Well, obviously is to keep that going, isn't it? Okay, let's do that. Okay, so let's use that. I'm just trying to think of ways of filling this in, and I'm just sort of thinking of the harmony, I suppose, for a start. Once we've got the, oh dear, once we've got the harmony in, we're sort of okay. Let's move that along, and yes, thank you, and let's quantize that. Okay, you got the piano going. Got that going. I don't know, that will do. It sort of fits in with this, doesn't it? Let's see if that works. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I know that that's not amazing. Retrospect recording. And I may not keep it, but I'm just going to whack it in for now because I want something. Okay, so I've got these piano octaves. Maybe we should use those. Yeah, maybe. It's not leaping off the page at me, but it's, we're writing music, and I think often the key is just to keep going and not to get stuck. I can delete this and change it and whatever. I've put an extra bar in here, haven't I, for some reason? Let's move it along a little bit. Now, question is, we obviously go back to the tonic here. Well, do we go back to the tonic here? We've sort of got an A section. Let's just colour these a little bit. Let's just have a look. So A. We've got another A section here. Let's make that green as well. Then we've got the down. This is a B section because it's slightly different. Let's colour that orange. So the question is, do we go to C or do we go back to A? Let's play from here. And if anybody knows how to switch Outlook off from giving me notifications while I'm working, that would be really helpful. Okay. maybe, and then we come back. Let's try that. Bum, bum, bum. That would be a C section, maybe. C section. Just trying to think of contrast, maybe. Then we're definitely back to A there, but that sounds a little bit odd. Okay, well, I'm hearing a cello legato in there, so let's just whack it in for the moment. So I think what I'm doing probably at the moment is just seeing what sticks to a certain extent. In honesty, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really know what I'm doing. Let's let that load up. I'm feeling out, I suppose, feeling around to try and work out what would come next. The piece is almost done to a certain extent because I'll go back to the end and at the end shove the beginning on with something else. So I've got that sort of big ABA structure. I'm just trying to work out what happens in the middle. I just need to just try it out. And I think I've gone through lots of times in the past where I've tried something and no, that's not right, and you scrub it, and then you write it as something else and you scrub that, and you just end up just writing stuff and scrubbing it, writing it, scrubbing it, writing it, scrubbing it. And actually I think the best method for me anyway is to just write something, and if it carries you from A to B, which is what I'm sort of trying to do now, for the moment that's okay, because the priority is to get the overarching structure. And if we need to then go back and change a little bit or rejiggle it around to make it work a bit more smoothly, then so be it. That's absolutely fine. But the important thing is to keep going. The important thing is to keep creating and be positive and not be too judgmental at this stage about what you're writing, I think. And note to self, I spend far too long waiting for Contact Instruments to load, which is what I'm doing here because I'm not using a template. So this little cello line, of course I forgot what the little cello line sounds like now, but anyway. Okay. Okay, I've not got enough volume on that. It sounds like it's way away. I do find with CSS, particularly the solo ones, to have the volume quite loud and then not to be pushing it too hard on the mod wheel works the best way. Well, something like that. Okay, we'll do for the moment. We do lots of what is always better doing MIDI retrospective record, I find, than just sitting there and playing it. Okay. Okay, we need a bit of a motor in this somewhere, don't we? Let's find something. Let's try a bit of 8DA rhythmic aura. This may be completely wrong, but we can give it a go. Set here, assuming that you can find it within 5 minutes or so. Let's have a look. I might have moved it onto here. No, let's back up on here. 8DO. Here we go. I do find this quite helpful. I think it's a little bit dated sounding in places, but something like this. What are we in? We're in C, aren't we? So let's pop that there. Might do. Yeah, might use that. And I think these little flavouring type things are really, really useful. And in an ideal world, you would create them yourself. But sort of for a media composer that's, creating music really, really quickly, these ingredients or these sort of, they're really, really high quality ingredients, and knowing how to mix them is really important. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I can't hear that at the beginning, so I've for some reason not done anything with the mod wheel, so let's do that. Okay. And then we could of course go a bit neoclassical, which means putting a bit of a cello spiccato on, maybe. See how that goes. So we have to go back here. Let's use this again for the moment and let it load up. Yeah, so the thing I was saying about rhythmic aura, we can buy so many instant sounds like that, instant instruments, which they're incredibly helpful, but you have to be really, really careful because they do get overused. And to a certain extent, I think that it's not like you're composing it yourself, but you are curating the right ingredients or curating instruments and ingredients like a chef and sort of combining them together. So I think ethically it does sort of work for me. In an ideal world, you create something like that from scratch, as I said, but there isn't time. But you do have to be really, really careful, not so much with what I've just used there, but with using loops and things like that, particularly in production music that have been used in other songs. You never ever use anything that is recognizable. So I'd never use a melodic loop, for example, or a melodic tune or anything like that from a sample library like that. I would use rhythmic loops as long as it's not the only thing that's there and it's got something else with it in the background, but not as the main sort of element. Okay, not sure if we need, let's see what this cello could do. So we could do something like that. Where are we over? Remember what chords we use is the other thing. Oh, okay. Maybe not. This isn't totally working at the moment. Let's go. Okay, it's because we've lost the bass, isn't it? Okay, so it's sounding a bit weird because we've got no bass in there, I think. What happens if we put a sort of moving bass line in there? Let's get Diva out again. It's just a bomb, 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 bomb sort of bass line type thing. Again, I'm still feeling my way really slowly. There's one called Deep 9 or Bass 9. Okay, that will have to do because we're short of time. Maybe not. So here, what's that? Just have a bit of an idea. Okay, so something like that. We are going vaguely neoclassical. Okay, so there we go. That's the 20 minutes up, and I haven't managed to do a middle section. I want to finish this in the next 20 minutes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching me throw mud at the wall and seeing what sticks. I will put a link to the next video up where the space is there, I think probably is the thing to do, which will be part 3 of this thrilling little trilogy of Andrew makes a track in 60 minutes that sounds vaguely like a piece of music. Thanks for watching.